Welcome back to M News. Thousands of matriculants will be sitting for their final exams from tomorrow. MEC Panyaza Lesufi briefed the media on the state of readiness to administer the National Senior Certificate examinations. He also provided an update on the admissions placement for 2018. And to talk about this and more, we're very pleased to be joined by the Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Mr. Steve Mabona. Steve, very good morning to you.
Good morning. At least we are back on what we're supposed to be talking about.
Absolutely.
Exam readiness. Yes.
Exam readiness. Now, do tell us, you've just come out of a special media briefing with the MEC. Take us through some of the important points that came out of that briefing.
Look, we can confirm that about 150,000 grade 12 learners will be starting to write their final examination tomorrow. And we are ready as a department. Out of the 150, there's about 41,000 of part-time, grade 12, which is an appreciation and something that really we encourage other people to come back. If they want to come back to your grade 12, you can do that.
Your metric,
you can do that part-time. So we have about 41,000 of those. And we can also confirm that out of the people who will be writing, we have what we call progressed learners. Mm-hmm. Progressed learners is those that we have condoned in a way from grade 11 to grade 12. So we want to give them multiple opportunities. Mm-hmm. By that we say the results that came out of the pre-trial examination will give us an indication whether we need to modularize them. By that I mean we need to make sure that they write at least 3 of the subjects that they've passed. Mm-hmm. Those that they have failed, we then give them an opportunity next year in June
to supplement or rewrite.
To rewrite, not to even rewrite, to write, because they might have failed in the pre-trial examination. Yeah. So that gives them an ample time to prepare, because we will then give them an opportunity in June to write those subjects. So our target is 90%. We know that last year we were at about 85, but we are saying we have prepared. We took learners to camps, during holidays, took them to walk in camp, some, they had to sleep in there for a week. So we are prepared. We utilized your subject advisors, tutors, to enhance their knowledge and make sure that they are well prepared. And we did that, and we think we are ready to sit. We just want them to relax now, because they've been working very hard. They must re-energize, take a lot of liquids, because it's anxiety will then kicks in. So that will mean some of them might not be sleeping, or they will not sleep enough. So opportunity given, you need to sleep, you need to make sure that at least you recover and you are in a position to can write. But security-wise...
Yeah, I was about to ask, I mean, with all the latest developments with the racial tensions, in particular in Gauteng, has the department ironed all those out to make sure that the children go to write those exams stress-free, as you've just pointed out, sir?
Look, security-wise, we are actually ready. The storage that we are utilizing, it's adequate. I mean, we treat now these papers as money. They are at the level where they are treated equivalent to money.
Okay, so there can be no cheating.
In terms of transportation, making sure that they are safe. Because once we have one leak in any province, it can be from here.
That's a wrap.
And it means everyone must then rewrite. So it becomes a challenge for us. So we've tightened up the screws. We've made sure that security is beefed up. We've appointed people who specialize in transportation, making sure that we are not find ourselves wanting. We're working with all the stakeholders, the police, municipalities, ESCOM, for purpose of electricity, because those learners that are writing computer-related subjects, we don't want them, exercise in a situation where there's no electricity. So we want to make sure that everything is on par. So I think when you look at it, we are ready.
All right. Now, you just told me off air before we started this interview that you're heading to Soweto next. What is the purpose of the visit? Where exactly are you going in Soweto, Steve?
Remember, taking in cognizance of what has been happening in our schooling environment, safety wise, we felt that we need to meet with all the patrollers as community safety, the police management, including us as education, interact with them. But then police, they said they will, restart the process of assessing them, screen, vet, so that we make sure
where
that
are these patrollers at? Are they at the different schools? Is it one patroller per school? How's that project actually
We've
working?
called all of them.
Okay.
They will be in Soweto at one meeting point.
Just for exams, Steve?
It's about 6,000. No, it's for making sure that our environment is safe, because remember, we've been experiencing rape cases and sexual assaults in our environment. So we just want to make sure that we know how they operate, and also instill a message that they must understand their role in the environment, the schooling environment. So that's what we'll be doing.
All right. Okay. And just to wrap it all off now, let's talk about the admissions process. Have all the children been put in schools, and is the department going to avoid what happened in January last year, where kids couldn't go to school because they were not placed previously?
Look, it's a mutual process. It's us who are responsible and the parents. We together, we can avoid a situation whereby we don't have learners that don't have space or that the parents did not apply thereof. So we are saying we received around 285,000 applications.
Wow.
Out of those, 77% has been placed already. I'm talking about 235,000 that have been placed already, meaning they have space already.
Okay.
But out of that, there's about around 65,000 of those that did not accept the placement.
The placements that they were in.
So we appeal to those that we have given the space to admit or to accept the placement, so that then we can move. But then failure to do so, we'll then have to move, because we are saying on the 1st of November we are reopening the system for the late applications. These parents that did not apply, we don't know why. During the specified time. Don't know why they didn't, but we are giving them last chance to say from the 1st of November up until the 10th of November, we will be opening the system. They will then have to apply. But those that have applied and they have not been placed, they don't need to reapply.
Okay.
We are aware about them. We know about them. But then we also need to caution. But how
does a parent check the process? I mean, the progress of that application?
We also need to caution that there's schools that are overburdened, or there's applications that they cannot even, they don't have capacity to manage.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to go to that school. It becomes a challenge for us.
Yeah.
So we are saying, if they gave you an alternative, we know that you have applied at the school A, that you love so much, that you want your child to be there. But unfortunately, a school can take a certain number of learners.
Okay.
So we appeal, take the second option that they might have provided you, so that we then know who is going where, because that gives us an opportunity to finalize our planning, because we need to make sure that there's learner material. We are ready, come January, first day, we should start with the process of teaching and learning. So we just want to appeal to parents. But we are saying the process went very well. We want to thank actually those parents who utilize the system. And encourage those that are still going to utilize it next year. Because there's that perception that township schools are far less better or equipped than your multiracial schools, for example. It's myth, because some of the best performing schools come from the township. There's a township that gave us 100% in Sidibeng, it's booking. Gave us 100%. And out of the 35% of your bachelor passes that we have, 10% thereof comes from the township, schools. So it can tell you that it's a matter of people choosing probably a better uniform or the one that looks like tram majorettes, or all those. So the quality of education, I think that was important. And we are saying we're going to make sure that we assess all the schools and make sure that we give parents an opportunity to say, this is a better school because of quality of education.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. I have to let you go now to go speak to those patrollers. That was Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Mr. Steve Mabona, talking to us about the Gauteng Education Department's readiness for the NSC exams that will begin this coming week.